Hi, hello, and welcome to the Tavern Talk Stories Dreamwalker demo. I played some of Tavern Talk and really enjoyed it, so I was really curious about this demo because I just like kind of what if coffee talk, but Dungeons and Dragons is an excellent combo. It definitely appeals to me, so let's try this out. I'm going to press play. Ooh, love when we can pick our pronouns. We're gonna do they, them because hi, yes, I am your local she, they, non-binary, and Val. Oh, hello, I love your eyes already. Greetings, traveler. Traveler? Is that all I get? Greetings, old friend. It's good to see you. Likewise. I've been told you sell magical drinks to exhausted travelers. Could I have one? I'm obsessed with eyeballs. Slow down. First things first. Wait, you're a customer now. I should watch my manners. My deepest apologies, Miss Miriam. When did you become so polite? I had a change of heart. It seems miracles do happen. So, Miss Miriam, first things first. How have you been? Are you sure you don't want to make me something to drink first? All right. I'll indulge you. What can I get you? Let's see. Your menu is small but enticing. How about that Voyager's Dream? It sounds nicely balanced, if a bit spiritual for my tastes, but it does remind me of you. Your head has always been up in the clouds. I do like space. As has yours, there's less pleasant places for a head to be. Feet on the ground, head in the crowd. As has yours. We're gonna flirt. I feel flirty. I don't know. I choose to believe my dreams have always been much more anchored in reality than your personal fantasies. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Now, before you run off to make my drink, do you mind showing me what you got going on back there? Sure, yes, please. Are you scouting out the competition? Call it wizardly curiosity. Can't argue with that. Come on, I'll give you a tour. Please to give me the tutorial. Oh, look at the cute bumblebee friend. How is this for a drink mixing nook? Not too shabby. I like the personal touches. Thank you. I keep all my potions here, guarded carefully by Captain Bee-Bug. Oh, it's a baby. I miss that little critter. Do you think I could pet them? I always appreciate a good head scratch, but maybe after I'm done explaining. Alright, let's mix your potions then. Okay, not so fast, Miss Know-It-All. Let's follow due process. It's important to listen to what my patrons want. After all, I want to make sure they get what they asked for. But just in case I forget, I keep a detailed protocol in my log, and for days where I need a little extra help, Slinky summarizes my notes for me. Sorry, Slinky? My lunar reef pygmy octopus. I came in for an internship one day and never left. Very nice guy. Once I feel like I have a good idea of what my patrons might want, I browse my recipes. How do you decide on the perfect one? I look at its properties and describe... Sorry, my brain is not reading this. I look at its properties and description to see which one would fit your wishes best. Then I draw it on the board with my chalk. Don't want to accidentally serve you an espresso oblivion. You have those on your menu? Not anymore. Since each recipe requires the right balance, we need to pay attention to its stats. There is strength, charisma, dexterity, intelligence, and defense. Did you go classic? Each potion influences one stat? No, my potions can influence several stats even, and they can add or subtract. And then I just take one and pour it over the mug. I love it. So that's how you pour them in. How else? Right. If I make a mistake, I pour the faulty mixes into Bee-Bug's bucket. They love terrible potions. That makes one of us, at least. Anything else you need to keep in mind? Don't forget to ring the bell once you're done. Now sit back and relax while I make your drink. Just to make sure you wanted a Voyager's Dream. Coming right up. Sure. Okay. Got it. So if I hover over the stuff, I was reading the tutorial, but I wasn't actually comprehending it fully and completely. That's not it. Okay, help me out here. Voyager's Dream. The celestial twins, godly chaos and order have been distilled with this drink, combining them into an inspiring balance that grants you proficiency and a little bit of everything without any extraordinary expertise. Let its flavorful journey through the astral and primordial seas stars fill you with hope for harmony and the courage to chase your own dreams. That's really nice. We already drew that, but it's fine. Okay, actually, it's this one. But okay. But I need this middle one, but not. I need this the middle, I guess, speed. But I'm not sure how to get. I'm sorry, Val's bad at math. Okay, I think I see what I need to do. Val fucked up. Okay, hold on. Here you go, B-Bug. Okay. This one first. And then this. Until I've got 2 there. And then this is just -1. So I need that. Voyager's Dream. Okay. I love that it just drops into the void. It's very good. And it comes back perfectly created. A dream of a drink just for you. Let's see how sound your method really is. This is excellent. Inspiring enough for any dream. Thank you. Though if I may offer an idea, your way of mixing this drink tastes refined. But who would I be if I denied you the alternatives? What are you implying? I was experimenting with a new potion on the way here. I called it Sirius. It's a simple brew that enhances the physical abilities of the body. And, well, I suppose it reminded me of you and your whole astrology obsession. I was hoping you'd still be interested in your potion craft, so I brought it by, just in case. You should have it. I think it can offer you a different take on that delicious drink of yours. Thank you, that's wonderful. Don't mention it. It will look good in your inventory. On that note, congratulations on opening your own tavern. It's always been a dream of mine. I know, and I'm happy you went after it. Can't catch a dream if you don't chase it. I like that. Can't argue with that. So are we competition now? Me and the great Miriam Alchemy Collective, I mean. Maria's most prestigious mage family and their famous potions of impossibility. Versus Val, the up-and-coming tavern keep'em of Borkham and their most delicious concoctions. Sounds like a battle for the ages, right? I think we might be inhabiting very different niches. Unless you're thinking about becoming a stuck-up mage who sells their diluted potions for marked-up prices, I think you're good. I'll think about it. Just kidding. See these drinks as charitable donations. See this as you indulging in my hobby. These are merely my fun little experiments. Indulging in my hobby. A very expensive hobby. They tend to be. Honestly, hobbies are so expensive, y'all. I'd suggest a more profitable business model if you have the time. I'll think about it, Miss Miriam. You can drop the miss. We've known each other for what, almost 2 decades now? Quite a while. Long time to have been best friends, acquaintances, but we're besties. Long time indeed. Even longer after you abandoned me for 2 whole years. I almost revoked your friend's license. I was busy. You could have sent a postcard. I'm sorry. I just needed to get away after... I know, I lost her too. I'm just pulling your leg. I just missed you. I missed you too. How are you in Gafira how are the Gafira treating you? I hear Twin Borough is lovely this time of year. The local flora is in full bloom, which is beautiful. Postcard worthy even. But unfortunately, the uptake in pollen seems to also increase the fluctuation of the mana irregularities of the delta. Simply said, keeping tourists on the straight path and everyone else safe from the arcane anomalies roaming the city gets a bit rough this time of year. It's an interesting, though. Something about the exposure to pollen shifts the creature's patterns and hunting behaviors. And you're studying to figure out the why? As is my position as a Gafira analyst. Good for you. Did the magical protectors of the city also sponsor your armor? It's rare to see wizards running around this suited up. I made it myself. Well, the blacksmiths made it, but I transmuted it. Made it impervious to lightning damage and gave it some absorptive properties. Sounds exciting. It is. Did you make this tavern yourself? I just renovated it. It was honestly in poor condition, but I think I prettied it up well. Had some help with it too, of course. You did a good job. I can barely tell someone broke that shelf before. Thank you. Do you like how I decorated it? It's not too bad, but of course there's always room for improvement. I like that it's right by the sea and so close to home. You moved to Borkum just to have a view of Morea from your backyard. What can I say? I'm sentimental. I thought about moving to Zenith for about half a day, but they flavor their bread rolls with sesame seeds. They put only blueberry jam in their jelly donuts. Jelly donuts? What is this, Pokemon? I can't deal with that. I thought they tasted quite good, actually. A nice change of pace. Oh, how you betray me again. Did you get to explore the treacherous pastry on your way home? Plenty. I stopped by to pick up an incense delivery and the baker was right next door. He was very forthcoming about his assortment and about the town's gossip. I think I could write a baking manual interspersed with local tabloid articles at this point. Anything you'd like to share? You know how much I like to gossip. I'm a little chismosa. I love the chisme, the gossip as you would. I do remember. There was a whole lot of talking in circles and worrying about nothing. What stuck out the most was how worried he was about his niece's neighbor's son. Okay, hold on. Niece's neighbor's son. Sure. Apparently the kid hasn't slept well in days and insists there's a monster hiding under his bed. What kind of monster? Not sure. Allegedly it has millipede's feet and snores. Fascinating. Do you think it's real? No. The baker also told me about a mysterious rogue allegedly going, well, rogue, around town. Stealing buttons, beads, phones. No, honey. The townsfolk have started locking their doors at night, but even that won't prevent the theft. I think maybe the boy is scared and projecting his fear into his dreams and under his bed. Honey heist, that's a great TTRPG. Not too bad of a theory. What did the investigation conclude, Gafira Miriam? Nothing. I didn't investigate. I considered it. Study the potential beast or delusions, show the kid how to sucker punch any hiding horrors. It had time to leave a charm guarding against bad dreams with the baker, but then I had to get going. I was only passing through after all. I guess your jurisdiction doesn't extend to the mainland anyway. So what did you bring back here? Me, I hope. The Afterlight Solstice Festival. My parents are sponsoring this year and they asked for some help with the preparations. Lots to do and all, even with half the month still left to go. Glad to hear they finally reached out. Yeah. But it surprises me you took days off for that. I always thought you're not too fond of the event. Too loud, too dark, too people-y, all that. I wasn't exactly in a position to refuse. It was Zara's favorite, so I guess this is their way of honoring her. Getting obsessed with anything that reminds them of her existence, needing to make it perfect in her memory. Any way to keep on living, I guess. Okay, I see how that wasn't easy to say no to. Not that I tried. Anyhow, will you come over for the celebrations? Maybe. I might have to work. I suppose a day of festivity means good business for you. I'll make sure to send some guests your way. Oh, speaking of hello, oh my god. Did I hear festivities? Who's throwing a party and why am I not invited? I'm sorry, who are you? That's Una. She helps me with all my renovations and repairs, so I let her live upstairs for free. Oh, we have a girlfriend. I see. Now, the makeshift roof makes a lot more sense. I don't need to be intimidated by my DIY skills. You two know each other? For quite some time, yes. And you never introduced her to me, Val? Here, I thought we were so close. Even after I lost my hand while trying to fix the leaking stern. Please don't believe everything she says. Hey, you want to tell me that you climbed all the way up there to fix the leak? That's not... Never mind. To tell you the truth, I lost my arm while brawling with a two-headed sheep. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Terrifying beasts, really. Good thing there was a field of clovers nearby. Did you know they're absolutely wild about clovers? Just in case you ever get into a hairy situation with some sheep. Or should I say, a woolly situation. I hate that I'm laughing. You know exactly why you're letting me stay here. Thinking of that sheep really makes me crave one of your drinks, though. You've got another one for me? Why do sheep make you think of... Does it really matter? Do you have a drink or not? Sure. What may I concoct for you? Something that makes me the lucky fool at the poker table over at the Squeaky Lobster. You feel me? A bit of charisma here and there so no one will notice a thing. What thing? If I elaborate on that, I'd have to sweep you out of the way. In that case, I better see what charismatic brew I can concoct for you. Hey, that rhymes. Alright, a charismatic brew. Una didn't request a specific drink, but she did mention some attributes the drink should have. What did she say again? I should check my log for specific keywords if I can't remember. Should I find myself lost? I can ask Slinky for help. I've got this. Okay, luck and charisma. Season tides. And this inspiring drink. This inspiring message in a bottle is the perfect drink for any seasoned seafarer looking to win over their crewmates with nautical charm instead of brute force. Its hefty cinnamon spice inspires good luck in the Azoan seas. One sip of this delicious drink is enough to fill you with hope for your future. I hope you'll give it a try. Okay, so I think we want this because it said charisma and luck like several times. A slow strike. Here on the southern coast of Fisoa, people lead a relaxed, slow-paced life like autumn leaves floating in the wind. It's a nice comparison. Any stress an exhausting day might have brought will be washed away with the refreshing taste of this hot tea. Its aftertaste, paired with my expert advice, will grant you plenty of motivation to conquer the world. Tomorrow, surely but slowly. I think season tides... Yeah, I think that's gonna be... Because this one gives you... Yeah, luck. And what is that? I think charisma maybe is... I'm not sure what the little indicators are. Okay, strength, intelligence, charisma, defense, and dexterity. So luck would be, I guess, the charisma. And dexterity. Okay, dexterity influences natural agility. The higher the dexterity, the higher the finesse and reflexes. On the contrary, low dexterity will help you stay calm and relaxed. Charisma affects your natural charm and people skills. High charisma is perfect for bards who want to stand out. Low charisma serves rogues who want to blend in. Defense. Defense is your shield. Enough defense can protect you from any harm. Low defense, on the other hand, can help you with being more delicate, agile, and open-minded. Intelligence fortifies your wit, mental defenses, and ability to apply knowledge. A negative value promises a carefree and worryless mindset. I have too much intelligence then. I'm constantly anxious. Strength. Strength is imperative for warriors eager for the thrill of battle. High strength implies might and power, low strength, gentleness, and fine motor skills. Interesting. Okay. Ingredients are Sirius, Rigel, Nunki, Tejat, Hamal, and food. Interesting. Oh, and Capella. There's plenty more ingredients to find, it looks like, too. Alright. I forgot to put draw on there. Hold on. Season tides, draw recipe. Now we have to do math again. I do think we want this one at the very least. And then, ooh, what gives me a negative on that top one? Okay. That's still not what I want though. I want this. Yeah, we'll do it for 2. And then this to get me back to the negative. Oh no. Okay. Well, it's not quite right. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna completely start over. Feel like maybe just this one for just straight up 2, and then 1 and 1. Yeah, and then just 1 negative. Yeah, season tides. Okay, we did it. Hell yeah. That's a cute little drink bottle. It's like a little seahorse in there. There you go. Let's see if this suits your taste. Ooh, delicious as always. Exactly what I wanted. Now the losers over at Squeaky Lobster Poker Night can pack up. What about you, oh so mysterious suited up woman? I know absolutely nothing about you. Just that you're besties with Val. How about you two share a funny little anecdote with us? Or at least your name. I'm Gafira Miriam. You know, like the Miriam Alchemy Collective, the famous potion brewery of Maria? No big deal at all. There's a potion brewery on Maria? Huh. Didn't get to try these yet. You should if you make it to Maria sometime. Awesome. I'll put it on my Gaia bucket list. You're not from here, I take it. Nope. Straight out of the Astral Sea. People can usually tell immediately, but whatever. I'm here now. What a sweet gig. I suppose so. Any particular reason why you're exploring Gaia? I've heard wondrous things about the Astral Sea. Must have been difficult to leave all that behind. Curiosity. I wanted to see every last bit of Gaia. Every grass, every tree. Leave no stone unturned. For you, Gaia may be daily bread, but for astral folks like me, it's rare we get to see beyond the tides. So now that I do, I must make the most of it. However that works, they don't make as many manuals about adventuring as you'd think. And I'm slowly running out of cracks and crevices in the wooden interior to count. I can hear you. I'm sorry, I didn't. It's alright. I'm rooting for you to see more of the world. I appreciate the company, though. And I appreciate a good old bar. It's got a good view. Speaking of which, I'd love to see the biannual astral star eclipse. Of course, I've witnessed it countless times on my home plane. But after a while, even the darkness of an otherwise sparkling sea doesn't excite me anymore. Anyone knows what stars underwater looks like? Totally. Allegedly, there's no better place to watch the eclipse than Varika. But that's so far up north, it's kind of out of reach for me currently. So until then, I'll just go on fun day trips and get into bar fights elsewhere. Speaking of bars, remember how I told you I'd do some industrial espionage for you over at the Lucky Knitter? Vaguely. Tell me, how did it go? First of all, your tavern is still cooler. That's a relief. But even better, I roped the owner into a dice game. The bet, if I win, I get something extraordinary. If they win, I'll fix their broken void siphon. And I assume you won? Bingo! And I snatched quite the treasure for you. They said it was collecting dust in the glass cabinet anyway, and they were glad to hand it down to a worthy opponent. And now I hand it down to my worthy friend. The tag says Anka. No idea what it does though, but I figured it might help you. Oh, thank you, Una. I think it'll add nicely to my collection. I thought so. Anyways, let me fill you in on some hot Fasoan gossip I picked up on my way back. I'm all ears. Apparently some exciting things are happening in Zenith at the moment. So, you've also heard about the thief that apparently has an odd preference for stolen goods. What? No, actually I was talking about these colorful cobblestones appearing in the streets. I definitely have to get my hands on a few of those. The stones, not the streets. I bet they're magical. Who knows what I could do with them? I did see those colorful stones on the pavement. Red, pink, and orange, if I remember correctly. It looked cute. I thought of it as the doing of a young carbuncle. You know, the little furry critters with the gemstone between their eyes, painting the streets cobblestones in its favorite colors. Though I do believe this kind of carbuncle is a Final Fantasy specific. Like it believes a quick paint job would turn the cobblestones into real gems. A carbuncle? That's a pretty rare occurrence on Fasoa. I thought they preferred a warmer climate. That speculative talk about carbuncle bores me. It's clearly the work of an artistically gifted leprechaun. Ever seen a leprechaun paint stones? And have you ever seen just any carbuncle in this latitude? I think a carbuncle sounds most likely, because I think carbuncles are cuter. Of course it does. Either way, I really gotta check it out. You could also investigate the thefts while you're out there. Or help a poor kid plagued by nightmares. Not sure how Brooks would help a kid, but I see if I can find an adventurer with a babysitting license to pass on your worries. Do you need a ride then? Before you decide to go to Zenith by foot and get in a fight with a martially gifted leprechaun or something like that. That sounds kind of fun. Why are you offering me a free ride? Just out of pity? I didn't perceive you as someone desperate for sympathy. I have to stop by at the Ashen Grove to pick up flowers for the Afterlight Solstice Festival. They say their forget-me-nots are the most beautiful in all of Visteria. And it's not far to Zenith after all. Oh, well then, how could I say no to such a sweet offer? We'll leave as soon as you finish your drink. Why the rush? You could stay for another drink if you want. Honestly, my mother insists that the flowers are of highest priority. I better get over with it quickly. I also wouldn't say no to a free afternoon once in a while. Would you know what to do with your time off? I'm not sure. Collecting colorful stones. Or indulging in a blueberry jam-filled donuts. Maybe I'll even have time for some leisurely tourism. Anything in particular you have in mind? A few things, but it's not best to dream boundlessly without a concrete plan. That's the best kind of dreaming. You must be curious about something. Well, I wouldn't mind running into ancient undiscovered magic below the hills. Slumbering below the hills, rather. Or maybe a spa of ancient magic, or a library, perhaps. I digress. Let's set out to the Ashen Grove in Zenith, of course. Alrighty then, I won't make you stay here any longer. See you soon, Val. Till the next tidal wave. Whatever that means. Until next time, Tavern Keeper. Take care of yourself. And don't make me wait as long as the last time. Please. I won't. I promise. And that, I think, was the tutorial. Oh my goodness. That was a little bit of chit-chat, more than I expected. Oh, and new people. Astral hairs don't know the Makuava? Yes, they do. And how would you know that? I've read a basic biology book. Wait, you can read? Hello and welcome to the Drowsy Dragon, travelers. Hello? Thank you for the warm greeting, Tavern Keeper. You may call me Val. It's a real pleasure to meet you, Val. So, Val, do you have any paladin repellent on hand? Can't say I have. How about a truth serum? No, not that one either. Sorry. Truth serum? Are you accusing me of lying? I'm not accusing you. I know you're lying. All right. How about a drink to settle your spirits? A drink? You have my full undivided attention. What does it cost? Just your names. You drive a hard bargain. Those are very precious. I meant an introduction. I already like my name well enough. Ah, that I can do. I'm Rune. No, you're not. That's the name of the guard I talked to earlier. Common name. Sure. We can't all be called Quasar Duskbringer. No, we couldn't. That would be very inefficient. What a dramatic name, wow. My family has a flair for the dramatic. Can I get my drink now? Of course, right away. Anything in particular you fancy? The hottest drink on your menu? Like, metaphorically? Literally. Gotcha. Coming right up. Hottest drink on the menu. Alright, well this requires a look-see at the actual ingredients. I don't really know. Okay, hold on. I think that's the Voyager's Dream, right? Cause, no. Oh, spice. So the season tide, probably. Yeah. I've already forgotten how to make this. That's cool. Okay. I think it was this one to 2. I literally just did this. These 2. And then this one. Ooh. Go in there, little guy. There we go. Alright. Enjoy that cinnamon. Here you go. My taste buds are not digging this. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Dude, you want it? Of course you do. They really love drinks that are kind of a disaster. Sorry, Andu? The pollywog on their shoulder. He is not a pollywog, you uneducated mop. What is he then? A draconic familiar. And a gift from my buddy Levi. Levi? Leviathan. Didn't you read a basic theology book? I'm sorry. Are you talking about the Leviathan? Yes, the great sea serpent, dragon of the primordial sea, cool, scary around, yada yada. You know what? I don't want to know. Not at all. How you've gotten your hands on a draconic familiar. All right with me. I'd love to know more. Maybe next time. For now, can I offer you a drink too, Quasar? No, thank you. I don't drink on the job. For dragon's sake. What is your job, if you're okay with me asking? I'm a paladin of the Aurelian Starguards. Starguards is a cool term. I've dedicated my entire life to spreading Cassiopeia's light and wisdom in the name of the Order of Starlight. I save those who cannot save themselves and deliver justice to places dark. Sorry, I started laughing at how ridiculous this was. I save those who cannot save themselves and deliver justice to places darkness threatens to conquer. So like a cop. No, not like a cop. Dragons wish for us to live in harmony with one another, and for that we must find a balance between compassion and rooting out evil. So a religious cop. I must prefer a different insult. The Order of Starlight. You follow the great dragon of the astral sea, Cassiopeia, right? We don't often see people from the Order here in Mossbury. It doesn't have a big stronghold on Fisoa yet. And the Aurelian Star things. We're from the Majocracy? That explains the stick up your ass. And where are you from? The circus? Your dreams. My nightmares, more like it. What convinced you two to travel together? A mutual love for bickering? We're not traveling together. What is this then? Surveillance. Val, I'm sure it won't surprise you to hear, but I ran into this criminal while they were running from the law. Quite literally, 6 guards were chasing them. 6. Yeah, and you helped me run from them. What does that make you? Compassionate. I felt unmatched and unfair, so I felt a bit of empathy. Might want to look up that word. Might want to look that word up. I'm good, I think. Plus, it's innocent until proven guilty, right? Mm-hmm. That being said, they look very guilty. I've never stolen a single thing in my entire life. You tried to pickpocket me 3 times on the way here. What did the guards say or yell while you were running? I won't repeat the yelling, but I checked in with them later to hear out their side. They told me a very precious artifact was stolen from the Museum of Historical Sea Serpentry. Our local Leviathan Museum? Yes, the Eye of the Storm has gone missing. It's said to spare a glimpse at the dreams of the great sea serpent himself. Hence why it was being safeguarded in the abomination of a temple museum combination. Bummer, I loved looking at that orb. I had heard it's beautiful to look at. I bet. The receptionist saw a cloaked fae with a giant staff and a purple familiar pocket it. Could be anyone. I see the problem, but how about the compromise? Quasar, you get back the eye, but don't hand in your new acquaintance. That way, you'll both have an alright rest of the day. I would have already done that, but they don't have it anymore. On them, at least. And they refuse to be honest. Now I need to find out where they hid it. So you don't get in trouble for helping them flee. Bingo! And to return the artifact to its rightful owner. I can't exactly let a criminal run free either, but I need proof first. One should not condemn without having weighed the scales of justice carefully. Spoken like Cassiopeia herself. Yes. Not that I stole anything, but if I did, Leviathan would greatly appreciate it. How would you know that? I asked him. Right, and what did he say? Nothing, but he didn't take away my powers nor banish me into a volcano pit, so he clearly approves. Seems like you've both lost your marbles then. Do you follow any path of the dragons, Val? I hope you're familiar is not a result of wizardry. I'm afraid it's all wizardry here. I love dragons. Personally, I'm literally writing a dragon-oriented novel. So it's all wizardry all the way down. But I did borrow that familiar from Gaia's domain. That seems deeply blasphemous. But she hasn't smitten you down yet, so good luck, I suppose. Thank you. May I ask what all that astrology is about, then? Cassiopeia and Leviathan are typically dragons associated with stars, so it's a bit off-brand, right? Not really. This is my tavern, not Gaia's, and I like astrology. My mother was an astrologer. She taught me almost everything I know. It's like an heirloom of sorts. That's quite sweet. You know, the star signs were created by Cassiopeia and Leviathan in unison. They both work quite well together. They're twins, such as expected of family traditionally. But they're naturally opposed. Chaos and law just doesn't go together. Hence the different planes and doctrine. But on the note of your magic, Val, I admit I'm curious about your drinks now. May I try one after all? Happily. What will it be for you? Let me think. After talking so passionately about Leviathan and Cassiopeia, the Voyager's Dream sounds like a fitting brew. I've actually gotten some new potions in today. If you'd like, I could try mixing up a fresh new version of the Voyager's Dream. Ooh, okay. Maybe with a shot of my new Sirius potion. Sounds exciting. Count me in. Alright. So Voyager's Dream, draw the recipe. Which one of you is this new Sirius potion? Okay, the star. I guess that makes sense. We'll add that in. Shoot. I don't know what I'm doing. And that. Alright, now I just need that middle one to go somewhere. Oh, that'll work. Hey, Voyager's Dream. Okay. Did I add? Shoot, I can't remember if I added the Sirius one for. I feel like I did because they're color coded. Let's find out. Take it. Mixed with a different brew, Voyager's Dream for you. Incredible. It's almost like I can taste the astral and primordial sea in unison together. Brilliant. Your assortment is quite versatile in taste profiles. You must get around often. Not as much as I'd like, actually. How so? I am tavern bound most of the time. No one to cover for you in case of absence? Something like that. So how did you get your potions then? Well, usually I make them myself. I come up with what I can for recipes as well. Sometimes my friends bring me some potions or recipes they stumble upon on their travels. Cool. Wait, let me see if I... Oh. Ah, I knew it. Here you go. That's really not necessary. But thank you. It was getting all crumpled in my bag anyways. Do I want to know where you stole that from? Stole? Not at all. Totally normal recipe I found under a rock. Sure. Same age, boy. What were you doing at the museum anyway? Or more on Fasoa? Do not call me that. My bad? I'm here for missionary work, because of curiosity, to be honest with you. They say Fasoa harbored many of the dragon's champions, and indulging in history a bit can't hurt, right? Though Leviathan's allegedly chosen leave a bit to be desired. I was hoping to find interesting exhibitions or lectures on local divine legends. You know, learn from the best. Or the worst. Those are usually so boring. Perhaps you just lack the attention span to enjoy them. Don't make me forget to tell you about the new museum they're building in the Sae Plains right now. New museum? Yeah, I overheard some of the guards gossiping about it earlier. Apparently there's a fresh site in the steppe or something, and they're trying to improvise an exhibition with their loot. Sounded very boring and dry, but maybe that'll quench your thirst for dull knowledge. The Sae Plains, you say? That's not too far from here. Right? Maybe I should visit myself. I heard they're theming the museum's architecture around the artifact shapes. You shouldn't be anywhere near museums or artifacts. Will you go see it? Perhaps. I need to figure out this whole thing first. What? Me? No. Yes. The whole stolen artifact thing, and the accidental aid and burglary thing, and your lying thing. May I recommend some rest first? I have somewhat comfortable beds. Actually, yes, please. I could offer you separate rooms or separate ones. Ah, am I staying too? Yes, you're in investigative custody. Fine, I could use a nap and another drink later. I'll be ready. Have a restful night, Val. And keep an eye on your silverware. Wow, I don't even like silver. That'd make a fun rumor. What does that mean? Sometimes my patrons come with really interesting gossip, and that's always worth noting down. You never know when you can turn them into a quest. But this time I was just kidding. I think your silver aversion won't be helpful for any future adventures. Hold on. Turn rumors into quests? How do you do that? At the end of every day I sort my rumors, and some days I have enough to turn them into a quest for my patrons. It's quite fun. Mind showing me how that works, perchance? I can give you a sneak peek tutorial. Alright, let's see how rumors to quests work, and then we'll probably call it there. Because my voice is giving out from all the voice acting. This is my rumor to quest workstation. Name pending. What's this little fella doing here? Oh, that's Slinky. It organizes my journal and already has the daily rumors in hands, or tentacle, I guess. Better keep him away from Ondu. He's very territorial about purple. So you already have several quest papers pre-prepared? Exactly. This way I can easily group my rumors. And I can plan out multiple quests at the same time. 1 rumor a day, or 2. Really depends on who comes by. Rumors that I think might be related go on the same quest paper. If they're nothing alike, I place them on different ones, and so on and so forth. When I collect enough rumors, Slinky will only let me finish the quests if I group enough together. If I group together the correct rumors. He's a bit of a control freak. And what about the shell on the side? Sometimes I write down rumors that seem relevant at first, but eventually turn out to be useless. Why don't you just throw them away right away? What if I changed my mind or made a mistake? This way no snippets can get lost. Every day I have to store all my new rumors on a quest paper. Again, Slinky's control issue. Plus that way I avoid unnecessary clutter in my journal. I see no problem with that. A little chaos never hurt anyone, right, Ondu? I love to keep things tidy, but you do you. What matters most is that once I have enough rumors to make a quest, I should take my time and fully put it together. What about today? I wrote down a lot of rumors today. I'm sure I can make a quest right now. Hold on. Are you taking notes? Maybe. I'm just interested in how quests are made, that's all. Well, now you know the process, but I'll keep the actual quest making to myself. No spoilers. After all, I'm the tavern keeper and you're the adventurer. Fine, I'll accept your judgment. Come on, Ondu, let's go to bed. Have a restful night. Now let's build a quest. Oh, okay. Citizens of Zenith are being plagued by a strange series of thefts, via paint jobs, I'm not really sure if these are related. Oh, they are. The boogeyman stole my socks. In the small town of Zenith, a young boy is being terrorized by the sound of thousands of feet and loud snores below his bed. Could this monster be summoned by nightmares caused by a series of strange thefts plaguing his neighbors? And who decided to give the town a makeover by repainting its cobblestones in bright colors? A leprechaun, a carbuncle, or a very artistic button collector? Solve one mystery, get two for free. Alright. This one? I'm done. End of demo. Thank you for playing. Yay! Okay, we did it. I hope you enjoy it. This is clearly the dev team for Tavern Talk, and I think that's very delightful. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Let's go to the main menu. But that is sort of the first sort of demo peek at Tavern Talk Stories Dreamwalker. I hope you enjoyed it. I always love me a very chill, narrative, story-focused game. Like I said, this really scratches the same kind of coffee talk itch, but make it Dungeons and Dragons themed, which I really appreciate on the world building front. So yeah, don't forget to wishlist this. And if you enjoy indie game demos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more in the future. And thank you for watching. Okay, bye.